In Conjunction is a fan-run, not-for-profit science fiction and fantasy convention that still maintains a good focus on its literary roots. They have something for everyone: panels on writing, movies and television, comics, science and technology, culture, fandom, all manner of entertainment really, and much more. They also have a dealer's room, a gaming room, various special interest group rooms, and tables, including a Doctor Who room and an anime room, as well as an art show. All that's just during the day. In the evenings, there's the dance, late-night horror readings, and midnight movies. So come out and see In Conjunction for yourself July 5th, 6th, and 7th at the Indianapolis Marriott East. Tickets are available at the door or in advance at inconjunction.org.
Shall we begin?
Nope, there it is. Wait, hold on. Good. All right, good. All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another exciting edition of Sunday Night Madness. I am your host, Crazy Chris. I am joined tonight with Topher, the hairy, magnificent, drunken bastard.
What's up?
And tonight, we have a very exciting edition, back for the first time in 3 fucking months. We have Tenacious D.
Welcome back. What did you just call me?
Tenacious D.
Oh, I thought you said Ananacious D.
Ananacious. And Gananakway tea.
Yes.
That sounds fucking delicious, actually.
Hello, my lovelies.
How have you been? I haven't seen you in like 3 months.
I know. It's been a while. It's not like I haven't been trying to be
in your
here.
fucking cave watching caveman shows.
That is kind of what it's been. That's kind of what's been going on. Caveman shows.
Mm-hmm.
That serve no purpose whatsoever. They don't earn me money, but neither does they. So. But that's what I've been doing. You know, I had to complete the whole Game of Thrones thing.
Touche. And
Douche? Douche. Yeah, that was correct. Douche.
Yeah, had to complete that whole Game of Thrones thing, and then
just So I haven't seen it all yet, but did you enjoy it? I heard everybody fucking hated the ending. You're unsatisfied?
Very unsatisfied.
Was it like sex with Reek?
Yeah.
Or
I guess
with
so.
you.
Although I would never really go there. Or Grey Worm. Well, no, it would probably be more exciting with Grey Worm.
Probably.
Yeah, anyway.
He could scissor with the best of them.
Jesus. Scissor me Xerxes. So we have a fun show lined up for you guys.
Don't lie.
Do we really?
We do. Come on, you're back. That's
okay.
the merciless ribbing and the roasting will begin. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah. So I'm titling this episode "Roast Your Co-Host." That's what we're gonna do the entire fucking show.
We're not.
We're gonna start with Topher and his 5 head.
Yeah.
And then you got me with my dust teeth. So that's. It's all right. You can't hate me. You can't hate me better than I hate myself. So you can.
Oh my God.
Try what you want.
Don't do that.
And then you've got the beautiful Asian princess tea over here.
My green tea today. I'm not
right? You're fucking, what is it, orangeade?
Yeah. Yeah, orangeade. I didn't
Limeade, lemonade, orangeade, grapeade.
I was so
There's a shitload of AIDS out there.
Everybody's got it.
Everybody's got AIDS. Everybody likes AIDS. I mean, it's...
That reminds me of a game that we're actually creating.
I don't even want to know the rest of the story.
We're creating a card game.
Yeah.
And I will tell you off the air because I don't want... It's gold mine. I don't want nobody to steal it.
Yeah.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, we're creating this card now. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! On crack. That's what we're doing.
All right.
It's specifically all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, just in various states of disrepair due to drug use.
Oh, okay.
Like heavy drug use, yeah. So like the monsters and shit are like all strung out. Like you play them on the field, and
you
get like
got your inspiration from this town, didn't you?
Oh, fuck yeah, I did. Yeah, the fucking opioid epidemic in this fucking town is just getting a little bit out of control. A lot of people don't understand that. I've actually been told that I leave out the local stuff and like names of roads and stuff like that. And I'm like, but our locals are the ones that listen to this fucking show, and then they're the ones that are like, yeah, no, I totally understand that. So if I want to say that Madison Avenue was fucking flooded so damn bad that I needed a kayak to get across the street, then I'm going to say that. So.
Okay.
I did go underneath. You know where Norm's Alley is right there, that little fucking bridge? off 29th Street.
Okay.
So, like, whatever that fucking Marine Road.
Like, what the hell? Well, it's called Fred's.
Underneath that bridge.
Fred's, what is it? Fred's Slide?
Fred's Slide, Norm's Alley.
Fred's Slide, oh, okay.
Yeah. But you go to the, like, underneath that bridge, I was driving, my buddy Sean, I was driving Z home last night, and I had missed 29th Street, so I actually had to turn right there to cut back to it. And I didn't even think about with all the rain and shit, just going back through there. And as I start to pull up to the light, Sean looks over at me and goes, Did you see that high water sign? And I looked and I was like, no, but I see the 3 feet of standing water under the bridge here. We're going to go ahead and go through that anyway. And he starts laughing. He goes, all right, I'm game. I was like, listen, worst case scenario, we float to the other side. It's not a big deal. But that's a hell of a place to get stuck. Like, there's no way to get out of there. You get stuck there, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the water, and I can see the bottom. I can see the road underneath the water. But it was standing water. It was fucking nuts. Nice little gully right there is washed out. It's fucking crazy. And now if you go, like, certain places, there's, like, fucking debris and shit all over the road.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It got kind of fucking crazy. It's hydroplaning like a motherfucker.
Thanks to those tornado warnings yesterday.
Yeah, we had some great weather. That was fucking fun.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. I was standing outside watching the rain whip around in a circle.
Yeah, it was trying. It was trying real hard.
It was fucking insane.
Jealousy. It was like, I want to be somebody too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
My son called me today. It's for Father's Day, you know. So he called me. Happy Father's Day to all you deadbeat motherfuckers out there. Beating your kids and treating them like shit.
No Father's Day to the DBs.
Oh, no Father's Day to the DBs. I'm sorry.
No Father's Day to the DBs.
I thought they were just trying
Happy
to
Father's
free
Day
presents.
to the single mothers, yes.
Happy Father's Day to the single mothers. They already have Mother's Day. Shut the fuck up.
No, well, we deserve extra.
No. You motherfuckers are already extra. So
we are. There's nothing wrong with extra because you can read all about it. Anyway.
You bitches can't read. Who taught you how to read?
I can. I'm not from here.
See, that's another local joke. See, that's perfect.
Yes, it is. It is. But I thought didn't you say we had listeners all over the world?
We do have listeners all over the world, and I love them to death. We got the Norwegian listeners. Those are fun. So
awesome.
Yeah, I know. You're waiting for that Norwegian sledgehammer.
That's right. I am.
Apparently, we got some background noise going on over here. So, what we're going to do really quick, just for a segment, wanted to make sure that we got on the air and introduced ourselves and let everybody know that we are back and better than ever. God damn it! So, I don't know why I sound like Vince McMahon just now, but
just
it's fine.
Whatever you need to say to make yourself feel better.
I do. Usually, I just tell myself, I look myself in the eye in the mirror, and I say, "You don't have a small dick. She just has big hands." And we'll be right back.
Anyway.
You're listening to Geek Public Radio, the station that was kicked out of Gen Con for being too dope.
And we are back on Sunday Night Madness. For those of you just joining us, welcome. I am Crazy Chris, joined with Topher and
Tenacious T.
I was going to call you Tattletale.
No.
You fucking said to me, you fucking snitch. You've had some fucking excitement recently.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody about the excitement, or you want to keep it to yourself? There's no pending investigation anymore. So
somebody broke into my house, in my lovely house. It just
the horror.
Yeah, that ping just attracted everyone.
Numbers.
What? Is that better? is that like an ice cream cone? Do I just stick it right here the whole time? Right there. Actually, that works. That's kind of comfortable. I'm gonna leave it right here. Is that better? Am I?
It's very attractive.
Well, I'm just saying you're starting to sound like a bucket. So you making sure like the numbers.
Now he looks like he's giving an instructional.
I'm just saying that to reduce the bucket sound, make sure the numbers are pointed at you.
Okay.
Now they're pointing at me. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my God.
Well, yeah, because you were talking in the back end of the microphone.
Well, fucking, I didn't realize it was turned around. Whoever had this microphone before me didn't do a really good job, and I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm righteously angry. Okay, now please tell everybody about how they're fucking dickheads.
So
they broke into your house.
They broke into my house.
Took a shit in your toilet, didn't flush.
No,
I think that was you.
Oh,
no,
man,
but
that actually was.
did take it upon themselves to go into the fridge, grab my bottle of champagne.
Oh shit, she got some Cristal,
They were
yo.
about to make themselves nice and cozy when
Right?
7 squad cars showed up.
Woo woo, bitch.
I found Miller High Life. Like they were really. They
And
were
that,
like,
you know what Miller High
they
Life
were
is?
like,
Miller High Life is the champagne of beers.
they were, yeah, but then they found the real stuff. They didn't open it, but
That's
yeah,
good.
it was-
Well,
it was
I'm glad
kind
at
of-
least
they
that
left
it
a mess
wasn't
for me to clean up. That's for sure. So, but
the dumb shit
it won't,
always
it
happens.
won't happen
to you.
again. It will not. It is not going to happen again. It is secure. Cameras are on. Yeah, all that good stuff.
You got the cameras on? Did you lock that shit down like Fort Knox?
Fort Knox.
Oh, fucking yes.
Like,
So what you
that only
telling me?
happened once to me before I would probably go to jail for leaving booby traps.
Set
for
the shit up
real.
Home Alone style.
Like, I think I want to do that.
Like nobody comes in the back door, so if somebody decides
That
to,
means two things, kids.
He's setting it up. Okay.
but don't be surprised if a little buckshot doesn't get into a little bit of places.
And
So you're talking about like when that dude got shot in the balls in the Hateful Eight?
No,
It
I
it
was
beautiful. It was
okay.
super beautiful.
I haven't watched it.
Or are you talking
on
about the?
principle.
Are you talking about the?
No, like if you
Talking
open,
about the light bulb full of buckshot.
if you open a door, something's going to greet you.
I'm okay with that.
seriously, I want to take the shards of glass that I had to clean up because, like, he literally like just kicked my door in. When he couldn't do that, then he kicked the window in, and that was a big window. My back door window.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just kicked it in. Just that glass, just all over. It was
Nice.
in my sink. It was all the way in the loo.
That motherfucker put some power behind
He
that kid.
absolutely did.
This
But I just-
is breaking and entering.
For real. But I want to, man, what if I could just hang buckets of the shards of glass that I swept up? Just hung
So that way
over
when they
them.
open the door, it
when
just
they open
falls
the
on
door,
'em?
just- You're done. You're done. That's my plan.
You always get a blunderbuss.
I know. I want
Pack-
one. Not
pack-
not even for self defense. I just
Pack the glass in there and nails and
when I finally decide that I've had enough.
Ideas.
When I finally decide that I've had enough,
marbles.
I'm going to take a blunderbuss with a single shot. That's all I'm going to need, and I'm just going to stuff it full of the most ridiculous. And I'm just going to open fire. I don't even care what I hit. I almost shoot it at a wall.
Everything.
Wait,
Right.
that might be a word of the day for Misty.
Blunderbuss.
Yeah, she can look it up.
Is Misty actually listening tonight, or is she being a
Possibly.
butthole?
I think possibly.
Oh, she's being a
I don't know.
butthole.
We'll know if my phone pings here in a minute.
Misty's been a butthole lately. I've been sharing my memes, and I've gotten no responses back. I'm extremely upset about that. She's like, "You have so many memes." I'm like, "Yeah, I have like. By the way, I have over 1,000 saved in my phone now. That are
Do you delete
just
them as you
fucking-
share them?
Nope. Nope. They're just
Well, that way
marked.
you can get new ones. I mean,
This is like a 19 gig phone. I'm fine.
Well, I'm just talking about like, okay, I need.
They're like they're
new ones, and
kilobit
then you go,
images. They're
like,
fine. They're thumbnails. It's fine. No, I have a shitload in my computer too. I had like 600 or 700 in my phone, and then it was in my back pocket, and I have it set up where if you use my password so many times, it'll reformat my phone.
So
Because
did you accidentally reformat your
Yep.
phone in your back pocket?
not once, twice, 2 times. I've done this twice. I had it in my back pocket. I was working in the kitchen. I was working in the kitchen, and I was working back there, and I got done doing what I was doing, and I came back out. I sat down, and I opened my phone, and it's resetting, and it says, to restart your phone, please sign in. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, are you kidding me? So I reformat it, and at the time, the Bars Wireless had like. It was terrible. It's like the fucking world's worst wire. Like I felt like I was on dial-up. I'm not joking. I had like 89 apps that I had to re-download and reinitialize. And
you're not unlimited, so you can't just like click that off and like I can go faster without.
well, no,
Wi-Fi.
it won't. You have to have Wi-Fi when you first connect it. It has to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's really fucking stupid. It won't run off because once it hits a certain limit on the network, it'll throttle. And so to keep it from doing that, and the phone knows that, so to keep it from doing that, it requires you to connect to wireless. So as you connect, which thank God the wireless still fucking works on it, but you connect to wireless. So I'm connected to Bars Wireless, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, doop, and I'm watching, and it's doing kilobits at a time. It's not doing megs, it's doing kilobits. I'm like, oh My God.
You're
I
just
did
wait-
not in the
You're just
in
waiting for
6
the
hours.
death of a computer to get online. You know.
Yeah,
that?
no, basically. Like when the Messenger app, when my Messages app finally reappeared, I messaged Krista. And I'm like, hey, I'm just letting you know my fucking phone is toast at the moment. Like I'm restarting it. I'm not going to be able to respond like I usually do. It's like I gotta let my phone sit. In the 6 hours from that message, my phone still wasn't finished. It was about halfway done in 6 hours.
Hopefully,
I got home.
Hopefully, the bar rectified that.
Oh yeah, they have since then. Yeah. I've gotten home. I got home and then it was boom, 10 minutes it was done. Finished the rest of it. I was like, it's fucking stupid. But yeah, the bars they've upgraded their wireless, so it happened again. But thankfully, on the new wireless network, didn't take as long as time. It took me like half an hour and it was done. So wasn't too bad. But yeah, stupid fucking phone. Like when it does that, it deletes all your fucking pictures. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to gesticulate with my hands. There's the word of the day: gesticulate.
There you go.
So
leave your gesticulars alone.
Gesticular cancer. We can get away with a lot of different things if we just sat back and thought creatively about it for a second. Like if we're for a syndicated talk show, like we couldn't say testicular, right? With reference to a joke.
Right,
like
I know, and I've been
give
trying really hard to get this syndicated, but unfortunately,
I run the show. He runs the studio, but I run the show. And I like to say fuck. It's an issue. But if I started saying frack instead of fuck, it'd probably be a lot better.
To talk about fracking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, there's a song about that.
That's all right.
Let's talk about sex. You know what song I'm talking about? Yeah. I don't want Bobby Brown to get any money. I don't even know if that's Bobby Brown. I'm just making shit up at this point. Who the fuck even is that? Somebody give him credit really quick.
He was at the casino a couple weeks ago.
Wasn't that Salt and Pepper?
That was Salt and Pepper.
No, it's not.
Let's talk about sex.
No.
Yes.
Salt and Pepper.
No.
Yes,
it
because
is.
the whole thing made me want to have
Google.
sex. Because that whole
Oh,
video
no, you're
made
right.
me want to have
No,
sex.
you're right. I'm sorry. You're fine. I'm incorrect. I know it. I'm not even looking it up, but I am.
Hot chicks dancing around singing about sex. I know it.
I'm just.
I'm gonna tell you what I want. No, okay, I'm sorry.
I cannot believe.
I need
you
to
have
stop
look this
because
up.
we're gonna end up getting into a lot of fucking trouble. Like this whole segment, we're
I
gonna
have to
play.
look this up. Like,
Dude, do you know what kind of stress I've been under? No, you don't, because you've been sequestered in your fucking cave, you goddamn Neanderthal. I don't want to hear your fucking shit right now.
going through stress.
By
as
the way,
well.
I just want to. Yeah, you had a good kick in your house and drink your champagne.
Yeah,
Shut up. Fucking. Oh, woe was me.
See, when I said I was looking for a good time, I didn't mean somebody go in my house and do it alone.
Shit, I got that champagne pop, baby. I'll be waiting for you.
Where you at?
Yo, Shorty,
Well, you
got
said
some
you wanted a
shit
good
in here.
time. Why aren't you home? Come on.
No. Oh my God, no.
Jeff isn't with us, as some of you may have
Hi,
noticed.
Jeff. You're listening.
He's not listening. He's
Okay.
He's working.
He's at work masturbating or napping or both.
Wait.
At the same
Napper-bating.
time.
Please.
Napper-bating.
Extrapolate. Please.
It's
Extrapolate.
It's napperbation. I was gonna say napsturbation, but that just sounds like you downloaded some videos on Napster.
Oh man.
It's napper-baiting, so that's what he's doing right now.
Gonna be snapper baiting.
Wow.
You know what his favorite band is, right?
I'm scared.
The Strokes.
I love the Strokes.
So does he. He loves the Strokes a lot.
I'm telling you, it's my favorite. I love the Strokes. Anyway.
So we'd like to thank Krista for tuning in. She just joined us, so she's listening.
Hi, Ro.
She pointed some stuff out to us. We were laughing. I do apologize about my absence over the last few weeks here, but Memorial Day, which is a very important holiday for me, being a veteran, and then on top of that, I get really sick. Just I've been really bad the last couple of weeks, and as some of you may notice, that my voice is not quite the silky, seductive, sweet caramel drizzle in your ears.
That's what we call it.
The sweet caramel drizzle.
Caramel. Drizzle.
The caramel.
The caramel.
Baby, let me give you some of that caramel. Caramel!
Caramel. No.
I met a girl named Caramel.
Please.
Yep. She was like, I was like, oh, your name's caramel? She's like, it's caramel. I'm like, no, it's not.
And
but
she
that's
corrected you.
Oh, she did, dude.
Just done.
I was like, your name is spelled like... well, Krista always tells a story about the girls that she went to school with named Matrice and Pajama. Spelled mattress and pajama.
Okay.
But it was pronounced Matrice and Pajama.
Okay.
Okay. Don't look at me.
Matrice.
I ain't fucking named them kids.
Matrice.
I named my daughter a stripper's name by accident. I didn't think that all the way through.
Well, our daughters have the same names too.
High five. Which, by the way, I love that about us.
You know, we were only looking into their futures and, you know, knew that they would have to find a way to pay for college.
I mean, hopefully my daughter's smart enough to get a fucking a free ride. So I already told her she's not allowed to drop out of school or do anything fucking stupid. Yeah. I'm like, I can't afford for you to go to college. Like, you need a scholarship. You have to do this.
Mom went to college and still did something stupid.
Well, she got pregnant.
Well, that's what they do.
She got married. And then she got pregnant.
The look on his face, by the way, when we did that announcement.
Oh,
that was perfect.
Oh, it was. And then it continued on for about 2 minutes. He was just lifeless. Just
he was like, wait, what? Because he didn't hear the second part because everybody's hooping and hollering, and I'm like, fucking perfect. It's exactly what I wanted.
But what I thought was hilarious though was the fact that we faked him out 3 times.
Yes.
And so that last time when we were listening on the radio, it was quiet as quiet as it could get, everybody just kind of stood there like, wait, is this a joke again? Is this a joke again? And nobody did anything. And I'm like, it's a boy! And then everybody started screaming. So, but then her husband just kind of stood there with his mouth on the floor like,
I mean, can't really see it.
Are you serious?
Can't really see it.
For real?
If you were a Patreon subscriber at the $2 level, you would be able to actually tune in, check out the studio, see the kind of crazy shit that we get into, and you'd be able to see me gesticulate a lot more, a lot easier.
Get them back in your pants.
First of all, you leave my gesticular happenings and occurrences alone. Okay, it's hot in here. I need them to air out a little bit. And if you don't quit, I'm going to napperbate. So.
That's that musty smell.
He's probably just smelling his upper lip. No. He's got that creeper mustache thing going on up there.
Yeah. So, did you look up the song?
What song?
Let's talk about it. And
I told you were right before I ever looked it up.
Oh.
I thought that was over.
No,
are you looking for further vindication? This
over.
is the shit that I'm talking about. This is why you don't get celebrated on fucking Mother's Day and Father's Day. You're so extra.
It's not over. Because, a few weeks ago, Bobby Brown was at the casino.
Okay.
Yeah, with Belle Biv DeVoe.
Hell fucking yes.
And so, had some people talking about Bobby Brown's performance. And I mean, back in the day, he was a dancer. You know, he danced and he bounced. But people don't realize.
What, he a backup dancer? Isn't that how he got his start? He was
he was with...
Whitney Houston?
Oh my God, what is the group that Belle Biv DeVoe what are they called? What are they called? Somebody help me.
You're lucky I know Belle Biv DeVoe.
New Edition. He was with New Edition.
Okay.
So when they all went off on their little solo careers and whatnot, then Bobby Brown had split up. But then he blew up. Like, it was late 80s, early 90s. But then he got a hold of Whitney and...
crack?
Killed her. But it's...
I'm pretty sure she drowned.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how he did that. But
drugs. He
drowned her on drugs?
He did that. He got her on drugs.
No, I think it was the other way around.
No, he did that.
No, I think she did it.
No.
I think she did,
He did that. But but how odd is it that her daughter dies the exact same way she did?
That actually happens a lot more than you think.
I mean...
in the bathtub. Like, the same exact way.
I get it.
That's just insane.
I mean, it's a thing.
And he's out there on tour. Bollocks.
Yeah, because he's got to pay for all that legal fucking defense.
Yeah.
Drugs aren't cheap. I don't know if you knew this or not.
I don't want to know.
Shit, that's an expensive
Don't
habit.
wanna know.
Some of these motherfuckers just sit, and that's the whole reason they perform at all is because they're like, I need to get paid so I can get some more fucking heroin or some
for their habits.
some more meth or
They have to pay
coke
for
or
their
alcohol.
habits.
Yeah, that's meant that.
You're not being very polite to Mexican Americans. You need to stop. Speaking of Mexican Americans, so there's this girl that comes into our bar, and she is the epitome of Cro-Magnon. Like, she is fucking the spitting image of the fucking caveman from the Geico commercial, minus the facial hair. She's got a fucking 6 head that slopes forward and a brow ridge that comes over the top of her fucking eyeballs.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like she crawled out of one of those fucking one of those displays at the museum. Like
so
the evolution of man, it literally looks like she was like, you know what, I'm fucking bored. I'm gonna go ahead and just step out here and do my thing.
I don't even know if I should laugh at this right now. But
Well,
anyway.
what's funny is we notice this and we point this out, and she comes into the bar, and she hasn't caught on yet, but every time she comes into the bar, we start hooping and hollering, and we start banging on the fucking on the security desk, and then we'll light a lighter. Like a Zippo, and we'll put it down in the center of the table. We'll all cluster around and go, and then I'll burn myself, and I'll go, Rah! And I'll throw the fucking lighter and start banging on shit and knocking shit over. Oh, yeah.
You guys are...
Assholes.
Oh, my...
We are professional assholes.
I mean, is she, like, mean at least? Like...
Oh, no, she's a sweetheart.
Okay, now, you are a bunch of...
She was hitting on one of our security guys last night.
You guys are the worst.
It's really fucking funny.
No, it's not funny
it was.
because she's unattractive.
It is a little funny.
Oh my god, you guys are...
You know what? Like, we don't get any other entertainment besides beating people up.
You talk about cavemen. You're cavemen.
Yes, we are. That's why we were acting like that.
Okay, Methuanians.
Methuanians.
Yes. Whatever.
Listen, you're not the heroine of this story. You fucking calm down over there.
Oh my god, I cannot believe you guys do that to that poor girl.
Shut up and crawl back into your cave. See, now it's really kind of funny because after talking about that and then telling you to go back to your cave where you can watch your caveman shows.
It isn't.
Yeah, love you.
It still isn't.
Yeah, well, you should have fucking been here 9, 10, 11 fucking weeks ago.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I got
Do you know what it was like just working with Topher?
No.
No, you don't. You didn't even listen to the fucking show. You had no idea what was even happening.
I was distraught.
Carry everything. It was terrible.
Yeah, totally.
I even had to run the boards because Chris was too lazy to do it.
We literally
shut the fuck up. This is my narrative.
We had 3 people in here to run the boards, and he got the short straw.
I did.
But he's used to it. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I'm used to handling the short straw. It's fine.
Okay.
I feel like this is really caveman thing. We're just taking shit and throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks.
You are.
Yeah. You need more fiber in your diet.
All I have to say is, I'm not happy right now.
I understand that you're not happy, but we're taking the high road.
No, it's not that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was going to say, because if you're going to open that door, I'm going to come through like the fucking Kool-Aid man.
Hey, Kool-Aid!
No. I now have singing the Cheech and Chong, Mexican Americans.
Yes.
Song, but now it's Mexican Americans.
Are you a methacant or a methacant?
You might need to explain to people
It's a methadone.
who don't hear the lisp in your...
Meth.
They're
Meth.
talking about meth.
Like methamphetamines.
Yes.
That's messed up.
Thank
That's
you.
messed up, man. It's a Tyson mess up.
Yes.
It's messed up.
There you go.
That's messed up, man.
There you go.
One of these days he's going to hear this show and I'm going to get punched in the
people-
fucking face.
And I'm going to email it to him.
I would actually love to have him on the show.
Well,
It'd be fucking baller as
really,
shit.
I mean, you probably have to wear a helmet.
He does anyway.
That's true. And if you were part of our Patreon family, you would actually be able to check out the in-studio camera where you can see all the zany fucking action. As I stated before, you'll see me gesticulating wildly. You can join in at the $2 level. That gets you access to the studio camera, like I said. The $5 level gets you discounts on merchandise and access to the camera as well. These are progressive bonuses, people. They don't go away just because you go up. Then you get it at the $10 level, and that gets you everything that we talked about before. On top of that, we'll shout you out on the show. We'll list you as one of our Patreon subscribers. You can do the Q&A panels when we have guests in studios, people like O'Shea. He's starting to take off, by the way. He's doing a really good job.
By the way, I apologize to him for me. It got really, really crazy. He left me a message like a month ago.
Oh, I will let him know that you're...
It just got really, really crazy, and I wasn't able to get back with him. So
that's fine. I will let him know that you are irresponsible and an asshole. Got it. All right. So the $2 level for all you out there listening is you like what we have to say? That's fucking buy me a beer. That's what that is, right? $2. That's not a lot. Yeah, it's $2 recurring thing. You can donate once, or you can keep donating. Every single month. Then $5, you buy me a shot.
Yeah.
And then. There's another level. What is that? The $10 level. What is that known as? That's right. It's White Girl Wasted! And at that level, of course, you already know what that is. And that's, if you want to get us completely fucking trashed, that's what you'd have to do. So, we are going to take another little quick break here. Going to play you some songs. And we're going to pay some bills. When we come back, we'll talk about some more media circus type things. But you guys can join us then. This is Sunday Night Madness. We will be right back.
You're listening to Geek Public Radio, the station that thinks that, based on Stormtrooper helmet design, Jango Fett must have been allergic to peripheral vision.
Shall we begin?
Alrighty, God damn it, I was too close to the microphone. We are back on Sunday Night Madness. It's been a couple of weeks, guys. You gotta get back in this fucking swing of things. It's like sex after a long hiatus. It's you know how everything works, but it's probably not gonna do it right the first time. So,
all right.
I don't know I haven't done it in a while since Bethesda.
Well, from what I understand,
came out with their free weekend or free week for stuff.
Okay.
Since E3. Yeah,
so
I had a new crack.
What is it? Elder Scrolls Online?
No. I just bought Elder Scrolls Online and was playing around. And then they opened up 76 for a free week.
Really?
Yeah. Now that it's all updated and everything, and they're getting ready to launch new free stuff for everybody. And
so it's actually worth playing now?
I don't know. I got stuck in the whole I can build my own survival camp.
That was Fallout 4's build mode. I mean, that's...
Well, I've never played any Fallout.
Oh, really? So your first experience with Fallout was Fallout 76?
Yeah, but because it's an MMO style thing, I can get it. I get along with the MMO style thing. But because I can make money off of other people, because of those vending machines, you can actually have your own vending machine, go and just farm, load up your vending machine, and people will come by and go, oh, you have ammo? You have extra ammo for this weapon that you don't use? Ching, 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 and just watch your caps go up.
Nice. So I would probably do something like that.
Farmed the shit out of the entire area. I'm level like 12 or so.
I'm drug dealer status
and
on games
never
like that.
never done anything.
I'm going to let you buy my shit, and then I'm going to kill you and loot your corpse. Like this.
Okay.
But that's the one thing I have to give them credit for is the community on there. Like, you can just randomly just run across somebody and shoot them and take their stuff, but nobody really does it. Like, they try to help each other out, and it's actually about surviving and whatnot.
So
they hit other people's.
So basically, it's a bunch of fucking idiots playing bullshit survival mode.
Just
I have fun.
Fucking asshole.
No, because that's not how that's not how it would work.
Well, then you start your own.
I'm going to.
Well, do it.
I'm going to. I'm going to get my blunderbuss, and we're doing this.
Do it.
But no, I literally like today. I was like, oh, maybe isn't it going to be another week that they're not going to be here? And I played it literally up to like 7:30. I was like, okay, we got it.
All right, I guess I'm fucking let these guys fucking dickheads. So is it on? Was it just free to download now?
Well, until tomorrow. Until the 17th.
I'll have to go.
Until the
home
17th.
and down. Is it so? It's free to play
until the 17th.
Until 17th. Okay.
And then it's $30.
It's not horrible.
A month?
No, just $30.
Oh.
That's not fucking terrible.
And then they're introducing. They're getting ready to introduce actual human NPCs that will have dialogue, and you can actually go buy stuff from them. And,
so they're actually going to put NPCs in the game.
Yeah,
because that's not a thing.
Rather than monsters,
right?
Because that's literally a thing that That's how they launched it. Was everything in the world was trying to kill you.
Well, and
you had to band together to survive.
Well, it's because so to the storyline, 76 was the first vault to open, and so they're literally the first survivors, the ones that branch off and create everything else, and then all that good shit. But
there's the people are starting to flood back that didn't die and weren't in the vaults. That's the thing that they're coming back. The Wastelanders are coming in and encroaching in Appalachia.
Oh, okay. I'm alright with that too.
So that's where the NPCs, where you can get into conflicts and whatnot.
So speaking of free, this T's gonna be kind of lost on this one. That's okay. I still love you too.
I like free.
We're talking about some free media and things like that. Gearbox obviously has announced Borderlands 3. It's official.
Mm-hmm.
The Borderlands 3 is going to come out. Fucking super excited. I got it pre-ordered. I got the deluxe edition because Gearbox and 2K games, when it comes to those particular games, like they don't do wrong. It's like Bethesda DLC. If you're going to buy the game, buy the season pass because they do not disappoint with DLC. And so downloadable content they always deliver. I wish I'd have done that with Fallout 4. I could have saved myself some money, but I ended up getting the Game of the Year edition anyway for cheap, and so I ended up saving money regardless. But Gearbox, the creators of the Borderlands series, among other games, has announced the Borderlands 3, and because there is a weird gap between Borderlands 2 / the pre-sequel, because pre-sequel takes place before Borderlands. However, it's a retelling. It's a story. Somebody is telling this story to the characters from Borderlands 2. So the Borderlands 2 story is continuing while pre-sequel is happening. Or while pre-sequel is being played. While you play pre-sequel, the story is progressing from Borderlands 2. So they did a really, really good job with continuing the story. But there's still a fucking gap between the events of Borderlands 3 and Borderlands 2. And so Gearbox, instead of being fucking dickheads and being like, oh, okay, well, we'll just fucking retell the story, they have launched a free DLC for Borderlands 2. A property that is 7 fucking years old. And they've just released a free DLC for it. That's gaming done right. Mm-hmm. That is how you fucking promote your shit. They created an entire DLC called The Fight for Sanctuary, in which it leads to the events of Borderlands 3 and why they've left Pandora, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, super fucking cool. That's like, it's new enemies, there's new loot, all kinds of shit. So, I mean, it's not just like a little throwaway fucking story. It's an important segue into their latest game, and I'm fucking jazzed as shit to play it. Giselle, one of our longtime listeners, she and I were talking about that, and she was like, oh yeah, it's free to play and all this other shit. She's like, I got it. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to fucking boot up my PlayStation Network. We're probably fucking play, because I'm going to get my Vault Hunter buddies and we're going to go do some fucking crazy shit. But Borderlands 2 is one of those games that I've played. I love the game. It's one of my favorite games. One of my favorite series. And I've played it. I've played it so many fucking times. Like, there's several characters, and I've maxed them all. I've maxed all fucking characters out. I've played through the game with all of them. There's 8 of them, and I've played through with all of them. And or 6 rather, and I've played through with all of them, and it's fucking blast. I love the game. You go online, you can play with your friends, and it's always a different experience. You always get different loot. It's fucking cool. Love it.
See, that's another one. I played Borderlands, and I started to play Borderlands 2, but my game time is limited.
Yeah, life happened.
Yeah,
I get it.
So, and there's so many things that I'm also like behind on.
Oh no, I was just playing with it.
It's been a while, and it's this thick black throbbing fucking thing in her face, and she just kind of did what comes natural. And
yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with one of those.
She's over here just stroking the
thing. Oh my god, I don't know what to do. I'm just.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Talk about your Borderlands.
I am.
But
I can talk about
like,
both.
I'm behind. I'm behind
both?
on Gears of War, and 5 is getting ready to come out.
I know. I
haven't
played the
4.
first one, and I've never fucking played any of the other ones. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck is happening.
I
know some dude
haven't-
named Dominic is in it. That's all I know.
4 is the only one I haven't played.
Like I said, I played
Because they have like 1, 2,
it.
3, and then there was a 4th one that came out that was like a 3 continued where you played different people, and then 4 you came back and
Come back to the story.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I have no idea. Like that would be
now you
Greek
got
to
5.
me. So, but one of the greatest DLCs ever fucking released of all time. I've said this on the show before. I'll say it again because I'll stand by it. One of the greatest DLCs to ever be released for a single game is Tiny Tina's Assault on Dungeon Keep for Borderlands 2. It is a
Lies.
It is a nerd. It is a nerd haven, and it's fucking hysterical. They did such a good job with it, and it's D&D with guns and stupid people. And that's the way the story's told. You play this DLC like it's a game, and so the narrative can change in the middle of the fucking, like, while you're playing the game, like the scenery will change because she described it wrong, and so she'll re-describe it. She'll narrate over the top of it, and then the scenery change. Like, it's so fucking, it's amazing. Just they did such a good job on it, and it's something I tell everybody. With Gearbox, that's why I got the deluxe edition for Borderlands 3. It's going to have all the DLC that comes with it, so I'll never have to pay for the DLC. So just super fucking excited to see what else Gearbox has to offer for Borderlands 3. Very, very excited.
I was trying to get us off Borderlands, but
I don't care. No, I'm excited. There are people that listen to the show that are excited, and God damn it, you should fucking get excited.
We need to be excited right fucking now.
You need to calm down. You need to get excited.
Okay.
I'm still gesticulating, by the way.
Yes. Still.
No, but
I'm
it was funny.
airing out my chest
Above the table.
We were watching E3, like sitting here in the studio.
For those who don't know what E3 is, it's Electronics Entertainment Expo.
Yeah, we were sitting here with IGN on the smart TV.
That's Information Games Network.
watching all of the live stuff from the show, and we're just sitting like, ooh, that's cool. Like
Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out.
Project Scarlet.
I saw that. It's really fucking cool.
With the new Halo Halo game.
Halo Infinite. They did that trailer was fucking good. I'll give them credit. I mean, Microsoft's done a good job. But that Nintendo just released a new character for their Smash Ultimate. And it's Banjo Kazooie. I love T's over here like, I could have just fucking stayed home and watched my shows.
I came from a gamer comic family. Like, I just stopped playing video games like a while ago. I mean, I know what you're talking about.
Shit like Borderlands, or if you weren't watching shit like Game of Thrones,
all that stuff. Now I've passed it on to my kids.
But Nintendo reached a deal with Microsoft, of all companies, in which they were able to use a character that appeared on the N64 originally, and then since has switched platforms and was a Microsoft exclusive and with Rare games. But the Banjo Kazooie is now a character in Smash Brothers Ultimate, so that was really fucking cool that they were able to get that deal done for the. I mean, because a lot of fans were asking for it and they wanted it, and it was really cool. But then now they're doing Breath of the Wild 2, and they did the teaser trailer for Breath of the Wild 2. That looks really good. So
yeah, like I said, we nerded out. Like while we were working the 16 hours a day, like that was what was on the on the TV the whole time.
That E3 it's a lot of fun. I usually catch like the highlights of E3 and things like that. I don't.
But when Bethesda came out and was talking about like, well, we're doing this and it's
I missed that.
And we're doing this and we're doing this and Tamriel and we're gonna do this and this and this and all of this stuff is coming next year, for the 2020, and we're gonna be doing whatever.
So we're actually gonna get Fallout 5.
And so it came out and then they said. And they go, well, when we launched 76, and you hear everybody, like, we got met with deserved criticism, and then, like, everybody laughed. Like, they took the whole, like, we're sorry for the way that launched. We fixed it, and with the help of everybody, we hope that everybody enjoys what we got now.
And I hope for their sake that it does. And they've done that before. I mean
there are a lot of companies. I mean, I don't think it launched as bad as Unity launched.
No. Or No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky, that was bad. So, but apparently that they've done a lot of shit to No Man's Sky, which is actually enjoyable to play now. But there are people who were literally playing that game and never ran into anybody. Just never. Like, they play it for 1,000 hours and they never ran into a soul. And it was like, this is the loneliest fucking game I've ever played in my entire life.
That's kind of how, it hit me today playing the 76, because I play it how I would play. I do stuff to try to make caps off of other people, but
right.
I'm running around by myself avoiding other people. So, and there's people all over, but I'm trying to avoid, just get in, scrounge, do my stuff, do what plot lines that I need to do in order to explore new areas and whatnot,
right.
And go back to my camp. And as I'm running around this deserted street, 3 people running, I'm running over, man, this is a really kind of a lonely game. The only thing that's around is things that want to eat me.
Including people.
I was maybe I should go ahead and put my headphones on and put the mic on and be hi guys, what's up? And then I'm no. I was but yeah, I just imagined to myself and was this is really kind of lonely.
Yeah. Think about it.
But I have
what kind of happened at the end of the world,
But I got a 2-bedroom house. I got a 2-bedroom farmhouse with a full workshop outside with turrets and plenty of vending machines and stuff to make money off. It looks like a small gas station now. I shit you not.
That's awesome.
You run past all these other people that have all this stuff, and this is a little way station, almost like a little lean-to with all of their caps and stuff.
Yeah.
Or with all their vending machines and their workbenches and whatnot. You run by mine, and it literally is a 2-story house, 2-story farmhouse, with a front porch and rocking chairs on the front. That's where I spent my time. I was I need new furnishings.
Nice.
So you got a kitchen and a bathroom, and you go upstairs and there's the bedrooms and. Way too much time.
Right.
Way too much time.
That's what I did. So, I had that problem with Minecraft. Minecraft's the game that you can think that you've played for 2 hours and it's been 9. You're sitting there, you look at the clock, and you're like, sweet Christ, it's fucking 6 in the morning.
I played this one for a week and it only got to level 12.
Yeah.
I played it a week, hours a day. And haven't got very far, but I am so decked out on all of my it's a little compound with fences and turrets and stuff. So I'm all safe, and
he thinks he's safe until he gets mobbed by 25 people. That's a nice house, and we don't have to build it.
Well, other than all I have to do is pull up my camp and put it somewhere else, and all those buildings disappear.
I know.
So it's
which I do think is really cool. I do like the fact that nobody can really anything that you build, nobody can steal.
Right, they can tear it down.
Yeah, well, yeah, it can get destroyed, but
that's why you need to start building with bricks, and I got concrete.
Yeah,
yeah, buddy. I'm going to build a basketball court outside later.
Hey guys, come by my basketball court.
Just me out there with the basketball,
Wow.
Go team. Yay.
Go team, yay.
Yeah. What's your team going to be called?
Me.
There's no me in team. Yes, there fucking is. There's also an a-hole.
Well, right now I'm not able to afford the T and the A.
Oh.
So it's just
and here we are, back to napperbating. But yeah, so a lot of exciting projects coming out from game developers who actually seem like they're paying attention for once. E3 this year is pretty exciting. I was excited to see a lot of shit come out of there. So Tool's releasing their album really soon, so I'm excited about that. Still fucking awesome. It's going to be like their first project in like 10 years or some shit. So I'm fucking jazzed about that. Tenacious D. Tenacious.
Yay.
See, that's gesticulation right there. That's what that was. Did we decide it was a blunderbuss or gesticulating or gesticulate that was going to be the word of the day?
A gesticulating blunderbuss.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
mind blown.
Now that's a weapon.
Although I don't really want to see a blunderbuss that wobbles. Sorry.
That could be a totally new nickname for a certain body part. Gesticulating blunderbuss.
Gesticulating. Oh, yes. Gesticulating blunderbuss.
Or you can create that in your game. Hey. Ideas. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yop.
And that was the
Yarp.
game section. That was the gaming section.
Appreciate that.
So.
It's a good reference.
I've been into some shows lately.
What shows have you
Okay,
been into?
we can talk about it after the break.
Yeah.
After the break?
We spent a lot. We actually
can.
spent a lot longer on the games than I realized we did.
Wow, fuck yeah. But still, like, every once in a while we do talk about, shit that's happening. Well, it's not just total nonsense on this show all the time. But while we're taking our little break, go on to patreon.com/GP Network and consider sponsoring us in a monetary way. We appreciate every one of you listening and checking in on us and things like that. We love it. But if you want to support us in a monetary way, that's how you do it. Patreon.com/GP Network. Check out $2, $5, $10 levels. This is Sunday Night Madness. We will be right back.
Shall we begin?
You're listening to Geek Public Radio on Live 365.
But we're not on Live 365. That's bullshit. Actually, yeah, I'm just kidding. Welcome back to Sunday Night Madness, where we are still trying to figure out this fucking system and poking buttons and touching things inappropriately. That's typically what we do here. So,
no, just some things fire off early. You should be used to it.
I mean, your wife never complained. Oh,
You thought that was a sick burn.
it was a sick burn.
Okay.
Sick like the fucking. Never mind.
I
I'm just gonna sit back and fucking napper bait and play with my gesticles.
don't do that. Don't.
Nope, it's too late. Go to sleep.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yes, they do. They want to get on Patreon right
now. Okay, so let's talk about some shows.
Go ahead. Talk about your shows.
All right, so hijo de puta desgraciado y su madre. Just hijo de puta. Hijo de puta.
Was that when you first thing you said? Wasn't that the beginning of a Prince song?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So, I
A
think.
needle and thread.
Anyway. Follow that up. Anyway. So, I can probably honestly say that I think my favorite show on the telly is Alone. I don't know if any of you guys watch Alone. It's one of those survival shows.
Is that the one you were telling me about?
I was telling you about that.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yep,
the
yep,
new
yep.
season came out, so there's only a couple episodes in, but they are in the Arctic, and
They're in the fucking what?
yeah. And
I was going to go on the show with you.
But you have to be alone.
Chris doesn't do the cold things.
They have some of the shows they have there, like couples or brothers or friends. Wives
You should
and
totally do
husbands.
Naked and Afraid.
Oh, hell no. I would never do that show. That show is just the epitome of ridiculous. I cannot get with that show.
I'd do it.
Would you really?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Suffer through all the bug bites and the dengue and the bot flies.
the bug bites into the scrotal regions.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been camping hundreds of times. I mean,
Yeah.
clothes
I
or
wear
not, you get
clothes.
those.
I mean,
Well,
but
if you
camping
wear underwear,
is not,
they tend to.
It's just not what this is. But I find that, like, on Alone, like I was telling you, most of these guys that go on there, they're, big, tough, like, hunters. These, now everybody's into bushcraft and
Bushcraft.
they're-
That totally sounds like
That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
70s hair salon.
Yeah, it does. It does. But, like, they're always, like, the first ones to leave. Like, the people who have classes in schools teaching bushcraft, and they're always the first people to leave. The military, the diehard military guys, they're always the first ones to leave. They're
I don't know. The only
that
episode that I saw was the chick ended up slicing her hand open.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit, and it's usually a chick that happens to.
She's doing whatever, and it's just like,
You figure
oh,
after
God,
all those
it's
years
the-
of making
Yeah.
sandwiches, they would know how to use knives.
We're not gonna go there anyway.
It's Father's Day, I'm allowed.
Anyway. They're also usually the ones that end up finding the most food too. So
That's because women were typically gatherers, but keep going.
whatever.
They were.
So
That's
yeah,
a historically
fine.
accurate statement. I don't care what
is.
I don't know.
That's
that-
fine,
This
but-
is the same episode, whatever, that the guy built a canoe so he can go to another island.
That might.
Like, he literally, like, built a canoe, floated across, went to another island, got food, floated back to his camp.
Might be there were a couple of guys who had built they built a canoe
Of course,
and
it
they
sank
built
on, like, third trip.
then they built a crab trap and
Was this the same class?
and then it broke
bush
away
class?
and it broke away from the line, and I felt so bad for them because they were starving. And then, so the new one, it's starting to get colder. Only a couple episodes in. The land looks completely and utterly barren, and I am concerned. I don't know how long this one is going to last. I know,
Like
the
a
other ones-
week?
If it's snowing, then all they have to do is just melt the
hasn't-
water.
It hasn't started yet, and when they drop them off, they're X amount of miles away from each other, but.
I'd be watching.
just-
I'd be like, okay, they dropped him off in that direction.
Yeah,
I can walk in
I
that
know,
direction.
and you know what? And I'm always thinking that when they go to drop them off.
Like-
But it's usually like 7, 8, 10 miles, 18 miles away from, somebody else.
Hey,
or-
but I learned in Naked and Afraid, you can walk 20-some miles in a week.
yeah, I see that Naked and Afraid XL is on
Like
right now.
21 days, you can walk across. They tell you, we'll pick you up 80 miles down the river.
Yeah,
Good luck.
That
I'm all right
Naked
with
and
that.
Afraid XL is on. And then I saw that there was another survival show, so I watched it. And it's called Men, Women, Wild. And it's couples, and they go out. So they dropped one couple off in the jungle in Mexico. They dropped another couple off in, like, the desert of Morocco. And then they dropped another couple off in Norway. And
See, my biggest fear is I would get there and those motherfuckers wouldn't be there to pick me up.
no, they have to be there.
What was the name of that? Oh, it was a TV series. It was kind of long, like they had like a whole group of people that were supposed to be out doing this survival thing, whatever, and then like everybody disappeared, and they were like rolling through the like almost in the Russian steppes and whatnot, and like all of the camera people and whatnot were gone.
What?
Like there
I
was
have no
like
idea.
people died, like
Wait,
blood.
died? They died?
It was a TV series, whatever. It wasn't like a real.
Oh, I was like,
But
what?
it was staged like
Like a survival show.
a survival show, and then like weird stuff started happening, and then
Oh,
like
no.
one day they woke up and one of the persons was gone, just
I
missing.
need to
and
Google this because I'm
they-
like
it-
obsessed
it
with
made
survival
like
stuff.
one season. It left you with a cliffhanger, and then I'm not sure if they ever got the second season off the ground because it was really expensive because they filmed in Russia.
That sounds like Lost.
It does sound a little bit like Lost, but
But no, like there was
the whole
like
premise of Lost is completely different. So
It's-
but like
Lost.
the camera, like the whole camera production, have their village out, and
I've never heard of this show.
like they go over to find out what's going on and where's all this stuff, and like the trailers are trashed and there's blood all over the place, and the production crew is missing, and they're stranded
So,
in the
I
middle of
wonder-
nowhere in Russia.
I wonder if that's based. Well, like they kind of took that from that UFO case of those college kids that went to Russia.
The Dyatlov Pass thing, or no,
Where they
yeah,
all
Outlaw Pass, but that was
Russian kids.
yeah
Yeah.
that wasn't UFOs.
that was supposed to be. That was it's a
Bigfoot.
UFO case though.
But
It is.
they got pictures of what they thought it was a Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't know what it was. Whatever, they all were
Yeah.
killed and burned from the inside. Come on.
that. So I've done research into that. They died of hypothermia.
Yeah, but they also had they also were highly radioactive when they were
They
done.
were
Because that entire
radioactive.
area is fucking
Right.
radioactive. They do nuclear testing. Right
But it
there.
was up in the Urals.
You know what? You can take your skepticism.
Well, it's not skepticism. It's fucking
no,
factual
it's not.
information.
It's not factual.
It
Anyway,
is.
No, it's
You know
not.
I have an open mind when it comes to UFOs.
I don't, because
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I
I told you about the UFOs that I saw.
I'm playing with you. Anyway,
I love you.
And anyway, now there's a new UFO show called Unidentified, and it is a military-based show, and he's getting all these top officials, former officials from the government, to join his team. Tom DeLonge from Blink-182. It's actually his show.
That's awesome.
But he's kind of sort of in the background, and I know he got like a lot of backlash when he came out and was talking all about it, and everybody thinks he's crazy now.
Well, yeah, that's
but-
the very first thing they do is they try to discredit the
Right,
person.
exactly. So this military official, this goes back, I think, to 2012. This incident with, they called it like a Tic Tac shaped UFO. The video's actually on YouTube. He was the one that got that video released, but he is highly disturbed by this incident. So they've talked to several of the pilots who had experienced it. And they're all like, they had to sign disclosures. Even he has had to sign a disclosure. They can't say certain things, whatnot. But I'm finding that okay, sorry.
No, I just found the name of that show.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. Sorry, the show's called Siberia.
Okay. So,
But anyway,
yeah,
so
disclosure agreements, etc.
right. So what he is trying to get out there is that we have these things that are invading our airspace and coming and going freely, whenever they choose. And immediately I had a problem. Because, you coming and going freely. What are you planning on doing about this? So the more it gets into it, the more it's really kind of starting to sound like they're trying to build this space force that Bobblehead keeps talking about.
Bobblehead.
So,
See, first of all, you can't be into that stuff and not think that we already don't have one. And
thank you.
that was the only way that we could actually start, bringing attention to the people who were already doing that job.
I'm just saying, after Roswell, New Mexico, our advancements in rocket technology.
I
took
mean,
off pretty
seriously,
quickly.
thank you. I mean, we went from like nil to just boom. I can FaceTime you across the world. Like, I mean, just some of the things that he's saying. Now, I mean, he's got top government officials. Like, he's got the former assistant deputy secretary of intelligence on the team. He's got, I mean, they're huge, like, military influences on this team now. So, I'm seeing, so this is going to be a series. So each week they're going and exploring, and they're talking to other people that have experienced it, that witnessed it. And then now they've made contact with the Mexican military. There's a lot
Bigfoot?
of gesticulation.
No, I'm the light.
Oh, it's way over there. It's fine.
It's gesticulation. There's a lot of that going on right now. So they've made contact with the Mexican military.
Calm your tits.
And if you joined our Patreon level, you could see exactly what's going on. And,
Not really, because there needs to be a light on. That's what I was
They try to
trying
tell me
to
to turn the barber light on, and I'm over here like,
okay. But,
keep talking. I'm going to get this
Yeah.
light.
So
It's like
the
that.
Mexican military, what they've experienced, because the other incident, but with the same exact UFOs, was spotted off the coast of California, and there is a military the radiographer, is that what it is?
Radiologist?
No, the radar. What do you call them? Well, anyway, he was the one that saw all the blips on the screen. There ended up being over 100 of them.
Bloop, you're a bloop.
and they were all going at 100 knots. And they said there's no way in the world. And then all of a sudden, they even sent out pilots to go chase him, go see what's going on. Then they all disappeared. But one of them, one did send him on a chase and went from 28,000 feet to just above, just sitting on the ocean. And they said 0.028 seconds. It was down there. And they were like, how can we do that? How can it do that? And so all of these guys... At the end of it, all of these guys are saying, you know, everybody needs to know they're coming into our atmosphere whenever they choose, whenever they please, and that's not right. And I'm like, buddy, what are you going to do about it? Hey, buddy, like, I mean, seriously, like, so I'm on the fence with this show right now, but I'm interested because it's UFOs.
Right.
Well, see, are you sure? It's probably it was probably 1,000 knots because...
they said
because the Cessna does about 90 knots across it,
not sure, but I just
because an SR-22 can do about 2,000 knots across the ground.
Now, what he was saying was it was ridiculously slow, and he said it was impossible. So,
well,
sure.
So like Cessna does like 90 some at their max speed.
Okay.
We have a pilot. We have a pilot.
With no wings, and they're saying with no wings. So.
Right.
You know, what they're saying.
We have a pilot on the Saturday night show, and so I know way more than I ever wanted to know because they talk and I'm over here doing this stuff and it seeps into my head.
You're just a sponge.
And it sticks in my head, and it's like, and why do I know all this useless? I'm not gonna fly a plane.
I mean, you might have to.
So these Tic Tac ships that are basically taking over off the coast of California.
There's a dick joke in there somewhere.
They totally need to call it something else.
Yeah, but they're huge Tic Tacs.
Well, you freshen your breath, bitch. Sorry.
Can I lick your ship?
Well, the only way they would be a threat is if they came in those big, bulky plastic boxes. So shake them out all over the place and be like, come get me, bitch.
Oh, my God. I don't know, so I'm not really sure what...
I feel like he might be the kind of guy, though, that if you flicked a rock into his fucking yard, you're invading my airspace.
Yeah, and I'm feeling like that, too, but when he tells us something, he's scared. He left
story about that, by the way.
He left his position in the military because they wouldn't disclose it. He's like, they're hiding this stuff from everybody. They came in and they like deleted all the video and they were like, give me the tapes, erase this, do that, and whatever. And then he was just done. He quit. And he's like, I left a job that I love to do this, and now he's got all these government officials on his team. And it's the guy, I think it's Chris Mellon. Well, anyway, last name is Mellon.
Chris Mellon is the dude from fucking Law and Order.
Is it?
Maloney. That's
Is it Maloney?
Well, anyway, last name is Mellon. One of the richest families in the world that this guy comes from, who was the Assistant Deputy Secretary of Defense.
Oh, the Mellons?
Yeah.
I've heard they're huge.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're stupid. I fell for it. I'm done.
That motherfucking shit went over your head like a Tic Tac.
It did. I'm still licking it, too. It's like...
That's fine. I'm gesticulating my blunderbuss.
Like licking a frozen post in the cold. Just stuck.
Stuck on it.
Just stuck. I'm over it. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. And you see how these people are treating me. You see how it is. I know what it is.
I know you've been gone too long.
It's because I'm British. I already know.
I was gonna say it's because you're Asian.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
It's all right. But anyway.
Nubian Asian princess.
So survival shows and UFOs. That's me.
Bigfoot, Marlboro, and fucking beer.
What I've been on.
So now what you're saying is if somebody comes across and makes a big, like a survival alien show.
Oh my God. I want to be on it.
So like you got to survive on Mars with aliens?
I'm not too keen about the traveling to Mars thing. Like Elon
that's
Musk,
too bad. We already decided that you're going. So.
Elon Musk, he left me a message. I said I'd call him back. I haven't yet.
You're gonna go.
We were talking.
And I watched The Martian yesterday. Just no, I'm not doing it.
Well, just make potatoes with poop.
Right. No, I like trees too much.
I terraformed this bitch. Suck that, Armstrong.
I mean, you gotta have fertilizer to make it grow.
No, but when he announced, he said it'd be roughly like $200,000 to go to Mars, and it could be as low as $100,000 when it finally actually happens. I looked at the wife and said, "Well, we could sell the house and go to Mars." Literally, that's the we sell our house, we go to Mars. Just like it'd be cheaper to go to Mars than it would be to move to New York.
Wouldn't it be though?
It would literally be cheaper to move to Mars than it would be to New York or DC.
So all the people that they chose to go on this mission, they have to pay, or those are the...
No. This is for like when they finally get the tourist thing where you can actually go and occupy Mars.
Oh, some Total Recall shit.
I mean,
Well, the first one anyway. The second one was kind of retarded.
Yeah. At least they had 3 tits in the second one. Though. I was excited they kept that because that was a fucking iconic scene.
I need another hand. No, you're doing fine with 2.
Guys.
Well, if you wait a second, I can get you an extra foot.
Could you really?
Well, yeah.
It might take him 6 tries.
Yeah, exactly.
6 tries.
She told me to give her 12 inches and make it hurt. Slap that bitch right in the fucking face. I don't fold my dick in half for anybody.
I'm
just kidding. It's shaped like a thumb. I know it's itty-bitty little thing. It flips around in circles, though. What was that? Was it you? Somebody posted it that said, if your dick doesn't hang down past your balls, don't raise your fucking voice at me.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was somebody said, and so I posted in all capital letters, "Fuck off! Don't tell me what to do." It was pretty damn funny. Don't raise your voice at me. I'm like, apparently you've never seen Caps.
That's funny because my son today sent me a meme. Hold on, I'm gonna have to read it.
She's like, I gotta get this
read
out.
it.
I literally just put that on the thing and then I'm going to take it off.
And it is...
That's a delicious vanilla porter that I'm drinking right now. It's really good.
It's good.
I'm enjoying my shot.
Thanks for offering me one. But this meme...
There's only 2.
It's a photo of Squidward.
And since it's Father's Day, I get to drink, you know.
Okay. It's a photo of Squidward.
There's scotch in there.
With a lawn chair. Oh, yes, shots. It's a photo of Squidward with a lawn chair, and it says, me trying to socialize with my mom. And then it's a photo of him folding up the lawn chair and walking away, and it says, Mom starts yelling for no reason. That's my life story. And I was like, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. But in all caps, I said, shut up. I've changed. Don't judge me. And then he goes, you're yelling right now via text. And my daughter is cracking up because it's our little group text. And then I said, no, I'm not. Shut up, Nucka. I'm just speaking in capitals.
Fucking Nucka. I forgot about Nucka.
Nucka.
Oh, man.
And then he responds with, sometimes I picture the way black moms think inside their head is just yelling about shit they have to get done.
That's fucking beautiful.
Oh, my God.
It's like a constant inner monologue of 3 people screaming at you at the same time.
I told him, I said, where's the lie, though?
I've actually been diving into. I turned my daughter into a meme on her 16th birthday. I thought that was pretty fucking funny. Mm-hmm. It's a picture of her, and she's got this excited look on her face, and underneath it says, "When your mom tells you that you can go." And then the next picture is her, and she's got this really sad, confused look on her face. It says, "But she says under one condition." So we turned her into a meme. It's pretty fucking funny. I don't know how. I've been sitting on it for a while. I haven't really put it out there to anybody. Kind of afraid to because it's my daughter. You know what I mean? So.
Yes.
So Topher, the dead silence, by the way, was our shock at being shown a meme by Topher of The Wizard of Oz, in which it says, "There's no place like home to poop." So. That was the shocked silence of the poop jokes that we have been trying desperately to avoid this entire time.
And we had.
So. Yep.
I didn't, but
Ridiculous. This is how we're gonna end the show. Is this it? We got. Are we doing a break? What are we doing?
Yeah, we're gonna do the break.
Jesus Christ.
what the hell is wrong with you?
Always end on a strong joke.
From Peppy Pepperton to just.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to Geek.
Shall we begin?
All right. We are back on Sunday Night Madness. We actually fucking got it right that time. So goddamn excited. I'm gonna explode.
Yeah, sure.
Too late.
I know. It was pretty bad. It was outside. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god, my shoes are sticky.
I said I was sorry. That's what you get when you let me napper bait.
Yeah.
Guns don't kill people. Husbands that come home early do. Or wives. Wives that are allowed to sit and think about things with cans of rat poison under the sink.
First 48.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
That's when things really heat up.
She was saying all this, and I had a day of television today, and I watched the Scott Peterson trials and the Drew Peterson.
So
trials.
instead of prepping for the show, you were just like, I'm just going to
didn't.
watch telly.
Like, I didn't know.
So
if it was
basically,
really
what you're
gonna
saying is
happen.
avoid people named Peterson.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because that's like 2 in a row.
Yeah, and Peters all together.
There she is. She's fucking back, ladies and gentlemen. We missed you. It took 1 hour and 41 minutes, but there she is.
There's no alcohol in this can. I'm just saying.
Well, we don't need alcohol to have a good time, but it certainly fucking helps.
Indeed.
I've always said that if you need drugs or alcohol to have a good time, you're boring.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah.
I concur.
You're a boring person if you have to have drugs or alcohol to have a good time. Not necessarily taking drugs in order to be able to relax to have a good time. But I'm just saying, if like your point of taking those drugs is to have fun, then you're boring. Like, if you can't have fun without them, you're a boring person.
Man, there's nothing worse than a boring person.
I agree.
That is like I cannot.
I like dry
handle
humor. I mean, you can be boring and have dry humor,
Yeah,
but
boring people like.
yes, just in a generality.
Oh.
And they sit there and they're like, when I was a young boy and the flowers were blooming on the side of the road, I took a trip down to the what the fucking shit. He'd be a pastor of Muppets. That's pretty fucking nice. Of James Hetfield, officiated Kermit and Miss Piggy's wedding, he'd be the puppet or the pastor of Muppets.
I can't.
What? I burped.
Okay.
Then there's the Ronald McDonald song. No one knows what it's like to be the Big Mac. To be the sad Mac. Behind large fries. Behind large fries.
Fries.
Well, if you had your fucking wallet, we could stop at fucking McDonald's on the way home.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. T, tell the people how I bought your shit today.
He bought me a 99-cent Arizona, y'all.
Yup.
Orangeade.
Fucking racking up them nice guy coupons. I'm a nice guy.
spent
You
them all
will
today.
suck my dick.
It wasn't even the Toofers, you guys. You know,
No.
they have the Toofers.
It was not. It was just,
It wasn't.
just straight up 99-cent tea.
Just 99-cent Orangeade.
This episode of Sunday Night Madness, by the way, brought to you by Poor Life Choices and Aggravating Attitude. So it's a really good fucking time. I was gonna talk about some stuff and burn some people, but I'm like, you know what? It's a nice vibe in here tonight. I like it. It's chill. It's laid back. I'm not trying to bring any negativity into this room. I don't want to go on any rants or anything like that. But I do have an update. It's a fun update. So a while back, I talked about a pair of girls that had come into the bar that I emotionally bounced out of the bar that had accused me of wanting them to be raped. Which anybody that knows me knows that's the stupidest fucking thing that you could ever fucking say to me.
Wow.
But regardless, they came back into the bar and apologized. They actually apologized. I was really proud of them. I told them it was very mature of them. And that if they fucked up again, I would pick them up by their fucking heads and throw them out a plate glass window.
You need female bouncers because they can slap the dog shit out of them and say stuff like that.
That doesn't fly either. We're equal opportunists. We believe in equality in that bar. You want to put yourself in a position to get fucking dog walked? You're going to get dog walked.
Amen.
I don't give a fuck what goddamn gender you are or what gender you aren't, or if you are a gender or something in between or something outside the spectrum. I don't give a fuck. You act like a fucking dipshit, you're going to get treated like a dipshit. What's that phrase? It's going to be my epithet. What is that? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
There you go.
A lot of people that could take that life lesson to heart, but unfortunately they think that they're somehow immune to consequence. It never ceases to fucking amaze me.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. They're just... They do these things and they're like, why does this happen to me? Everything in life happens for a reason. Sometimes that reason is you're a fucking idiot and you make bad decisions. Sometimes bad stuff just happens to good people. Sometimes there's not a reason for it. But most of the time it's because you made poor life decisions. It's honest to God the truth. Like you flashed $1,000 at a group of shady individuals. Why did they rob you? I don't know. Maybe because you look at all this money I have.
You shouldn't have showed me that. Never mind.
Speaking of which, I like our new equipment. By the way, T, that champagne was really good, so I appreciate it. Thank you. That you need better beer choices. Miller High Life, it's okay, but it's not great. And your bathroom needs a little work.
The only time High Life is okay is if you drink it in the champagne bottle.
The bottles that they have for it, yeah. Actually, I do like Miller High Life. It's I'm not a big fan of Miller in general. I mean, I'll drink it. I drink pretty much any beer you put in front of me. There's some exception, but like the yeast beer made from the supermodel's vaginal yeast. Oh, that's a true story. I won't drink that beer. I don't give a fuck. Like, you could at least try it. No,
that's a lie.
That's like asking me to try anal sex. I'm not going to do it. I'm sure it's fucking. I'm sure somebody has a great time.
Nope.
No, it's not. That's not bullshit.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Yeah. Some supermodel in like Belgium or some Belgium supermodel or Belarus supermodel, some shit like that. And the beer is crafted from the yeast of her, or the discharge of her vagina.
Yeah, and she's checked out. He's just like
that's not bullshit. That's absolutely true. And it's like the different flavors of beer and shit that they have are getting kind of ridiculous, like burnt marshmallow, popcorn, fucking rainbow trout beer. like, dude, calm the fuck down. Like, just one of those flavors is probably bad, but you put them all together and it's just no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's things I'll try. I'll try bacon beer. I'll try that. I'd try bacon beer. But you start getting a little ridiculous, and I'm probably not going to go for it. It's just not going to happen.
So, and whatever you do, avoid anything from the brewery Order of Yanni.
Order of Yanni?
Yeah. Because they're the ones who are doing the vaginal beer.
Okie dokie. Order of Yanni, like the musician Yanni, like Yanni?
Yoni.
Oh, okay.
We'll never. Disgusting.
Yep.
It's just come from the Polish. It's a Pole beer.
Of course it is.
So
nasty.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of words to describe it. They're trying too hard.
I mean, the type of individual you have to be to try it, to just want to try it.
A frat boy.
Right? I mean, it's really not far off.
Oh, dude, you gotta try this. Oh, yeah, okay. Made with lactic acid bacteria from a model's.
There you go.
Twat.
Yeah.
On that note,
I don't know what they were thinking.
On that note, it is time to go.
No.
Throw up.
No, we are not leaving it on that. We're not doing that. We're not.
You did that, though.
No. That's not my fault.
Check out.
Can we just talk about Gumball Head beer?
Check out In Conjunction, July
Tell the people.
5th, 6th, and 7th. We are going to be there broadcasting live all weekend long, and we're going to have a live show right before Mikey Mason takes the stage at he takes the stage at 9:30. We were on the stage at 8:30. So come on out, have a good time, and that's a Saturday.
That's Chris's shameless plug. I won't be there.
So well, GPR will be there. So
tell the people where are they going to be in Conjunction?
In Conjunction 39 is Indianapolis Marriott East. You can get tickets at inconjunction.org, or you can get them day of. You actually get a break if you get them beforehand.
Yep.
Like right now, they're $45 for the weekend, so that's not bad.
No, it's better than Gen Con.
It's up to $120 some now for a 4-day pass.
Yep.
So, do you know who else is going to be there?
A whole lot of people. Like the list is like. You know,
he's gesticulating. By the way, that's what
it's 3 scrolls on the computer screen.
So where can they go to check that out?
Inconjunction.org.
You hear that?
Inconjunction.com. .org. Sorry. I literally just said it.
And we are GPR. Geek Public Radio is the official radio station of the convention too.
Awesome sauce.
Yep. We're coming along.
So promote. Go buy your tickets.
I don't want to.
Go hang out with us and
I don't want
to. National touring artist Mikey Mason.
Yep. And by the way, while you're sitting
Comedian.
online and you're buying your In Conjunction tickets, you can go ahead and head over to patreon.com/GP Network, and you can check out our $2 and $5, $10 levels. And if you like what we had to say, you can buy some beer, hang out with us. That's $2. $5, buy me a shot. And $10 is White Girl Wasted. And that right there helps us keep the studio alive and running. And we need it now more than ever, folks. Also, there is still a standing offer that if we can raise $1,000 through Patreon subscriptions, that I will get tased in the balls. So that is still a thing that's happening. If you want to see this occur, if you want to see this happen, if you want to make this happen, I'm not going to promote it. I'm not going to sit around and
That's
go
okay.
online.
Every other show talks about it nonstop.
That's fine. They can. But this is the last time I'm going to mention it. If you guys want to remember it the next time, then that's fine.
They're taking up a pool.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We should probably invest in a kiddie pool, speaking of which, because when I do shit my pants after getting tased in the balls, that'll be a lot easier to
We'll
clean
just dunk you in over there. They'd put a brand new pool in.
Oh, that's a really good point. We should just do it in the pool.
Yeah, because that could not go wrong at all.
Oh, man. Yeah, during the
Just hit you and then let you fall into the pool.
Yeah, because I want to drown. That's a lifelong goal of mine. Actually, there's a couple supermodels. Anyways, so...
But we do have to go.
Yes, we do have to get out. It is that time. So patreon.com/GP Network, where you can contribute to us monetarily.
I have a whole camp that I got to get back to, so...
Yeah, this fucking guy's got to get back to Fallout 76. I've got some fucking errands and shit to run, and I got to drag Miss Tenacious T all about God's green earth. We're going to do some fucking fun shit, but we will be back next week and every week after, God damn it, at Sunday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live right here on geekpublicradio.com. And we'll be bringing you all kinds of fucking crazy news, silly stories, just general fucking humor while we sit around and bullshit about it. That's what we get to fucking do. And you guys get to sit back, listen, and enjoy while you go about your day. So you all out there in Radio Land and on the internet, have yourselves a fucking fantastic night. Check out all the other shows on geekpublicradio.com. Make a contribution if you feel up to it. But for those that stop by, we thank you. We love you. Thank you so very much to Krista for her amazing research as always. Topher for manning the boards. I am Crazy Chris.
Topher.
And Tenacious T.
The fucking excitement is real, folks. Love you.
Oh.
Good night.
Good night.